Welcome to Mustang Cluster Repair Guide Part 2. Here I'm going to be showing you how to calibrate your needles, so let's go ahead and get right into it. After you replace the motors in your cluster gauge, reassemble the cluster, leave the plastic housing aside so you can have the front of the cluster exposed. This will allow you access to the needles so any adjustments can be made. When you have reconnected your cluster to your dash, set the needles to 0, then start the ignition. After a few seconds, turn off the ignition and watch where the needles set. If any of the gauges do not set at 0 when the car is off, readjust the needles and repeat the process. Okay, bring it to 0. After you got the needles set to 0, next it is time to calibrate the speedometer and see if it is showing the right speed. To do this, I use my GPS as a reference to know how fast my car is going. One thing to take note is only do this in a remote or safe area. So let's see, I'm going about 20 and GPS says 22, so it's a little bit off, but it's not a bad thing to be a little bit slower on the speedometer. So this is the best way to do it. Go on a road that's not very populated and do your best to calibrate it between your GPS and your speedometer. Once you have determined that your speedometer is reading the right speed, remove the cluster from the dash and finish assembling the cluster. Congratulations, you have fully fixed and calibrated your cluster gauge. I really hope you found this video guide very helpful and wish you the best of luck in doing this yourself. If you have any questions or comments, please post them on this page down below, and thank you again.